Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DAC qualifier. This is signature.trust taking on NextGen Vietnam. And I'm Luminous, I'm going to be joined by Ailson, and this is game 2 of a best of 3 series where NextGen is up 1 game. And this time around, we're going to have NextGen to open things off with a Rubik Pudge combination. And Trust swapping the table with the Slaughter Weaver, so...
We have the exact same 4 heroes, but on the other side.
Yeah. So we saw
what's happening?
We saw the weakness of the Rubik Pudge. Like, if it doesn't get off the early ganks, the lanes are very soft. So hopefully NextGen will not fall to the same mistake that they forced onto Trust, and can do a little bit better.
The thing is too, they're on Dire, so there's not going to be any of that ancient pulling stuff that you can do in the mid lane. But you can definitely still pull to the tier 2. Maybe they'll ban out Darkseer?
The thing about the Dire side, you have 2 different camps that Pudge could pull, and I think Rubik still could pull Ancients, although it's not as reliable.
5 seconds.
Well, they banned it out themselves.
What's happening this game? Like, nothing makes
We're
sense
not
now.
going to see the Slardar Darkseer for themselves.
Well, I guess they want to do Slaughter offlane, which is fine, I guess.
Well, by having Slardar offlane, then I feel a lot better seeing a Rubik Pudge.
Yep.
It's going to be a lot easier to actually get things done, or at least gain something from your own safe lane.
Well, I think the other problem with that last game was not only because they had a Rubik in the safe lane, which is a very weak support, the PA also is extremely weak, right? So you could just pick a very, very strong offlaner and be okay.
Well, let's see how NextGen follow up on this Rubik Pudge. I don't think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see a little. Whoa.
Oh.
Okay. This was not what I expected.
Yeah, not really, but so you know, every time I see Enigma, I talk about Ice Ice's Helm of the Dominator build, but it's only just his build. Nobody else has really done that. Everyone's just going for the standard mech, blink kind of stuff. And honestly, do you think Enigma's that good of a hero? Because people are really trying him out in the offlane.
5 seconds.
And it's specifically offlane and not the jungle, too.
It's a really good point. I actually think Enigma is very strong. I think people are starting to catch on just how much he can accomplish with his skill set.
Mm-hmm.
And Midnight Pulse is honestly no joke. I think it's like better than Black Hole for a team fight.
Well, provided they are somehow locked down on top of that Midnight Pulse, right?
I think it works really well with a Pudge here because let's say, for example, you get a hook, and then all of a sudden your team has to make a decision like, are we going to try to save him, or are we just going to leave him? And if they decide to save him, then it's like Midnight Pulse is great, right? Because they're all going to have to run through it if they want to fight into the Pudge.
Yeah, I think the reason that we do see more Enigma play is because of his talent tree. I think at level 15 you get a very decent size cooldown reduction. And honestly, it's not hard for Enigma to get to 15, and it makes all of his spells, obviously, like 15% on a black hole is insane. And then you still get like better cooldown on your mech, or your arcane boots, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think the hero is quite good because of the new changes. And of course, you have certain players like Ice Ice Test going for the Helm build, but even Enigma as a baseline, I think it's just very good. Warlock, though, is going to be picked up as the counter to the black hole. Very easy to make sure Enigma does not get off the channel, no matter where you are. Although, Enigma really isn't just about the black hole anymore.
I like that NextGen actually banned out the Silencer as well in the second phase. I think Silencer would have been one of the best heroes to go up against the Pudge and Enigma.
Yep.
Well, now they need some damage now. I think with the Enigma and with just the Enigma, I think they can actually work towards a stronger 5-man lineup. Even against a Warlock, I think you can still take a team fight to him.
Okay, so is there any particular hero you want to suggest here?
I always like to suggest DK as a mid laner. Luna is still in the pool. I think Luna's actually not bad here as well.
Yeah.
Although, okay, so let's go with the Luna first. If they go with Luna now, though, I think they might want something else that can actually catch out a Weaver. Maybe.
I mean, DK
Ember.
DK could do that.
DK can, but once Weaver gets a link in, it's not exactly the greatest.
Okay.
So I think I would actually prefer to see Ember instead.
I'm actually a little bit worried for the Enigma offlane because I feel like Weaver in particular, with any other stun, is able to get up to the Enigma so fast, and suddenly all those Eidolons don't really protect you. And of course, Weaver could just farm the Eidolons as well. So maybe Pudge needs to start the lane there. Most likely he's gonna start there pulling regardless. That's what I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
I think that's probably the best choice. At least once or twice, just to get that fast level 2.
Mm-hmm.
Radiance ban.
Let me see. Trust have kind of another strange lineup, I feel. Like, all of their team fight is really reliant on this Warlock
10
to
seconds to go.
get things going for them. And because you have a Warlock, I feel like their lineup's a little greedy.
I think it's okay. I think it's not as bad as the last lineup because Slaughter could tie things very nicely together. And what I'm seeing is that you have very self-reliant like off or cores. You have Slaughter that should be fine by himself, Weaver that should be fine by himself. Same thing for Jug. So that frees up to your two supports to do whatever they want to be doing. I think for the Warlock, most likely he's going to just be pulling, but if Trust wants to pick up a jungler here, or if they want to pick up a very active roamer, they could do both. And looks like, Batrider is going to be roaming around a bit, unless this is going to be a Slaughter support instead. Either case,
I think it's going to be Slaughter support.
Okay. I mean, we've seen our fair share of Batrider support as well, so.
Yeah, that's true. I was going to say, you said like most of the cores are self-sufficient, but I think that's only the case for Weaver and Juggernaut. I don't think Sardar can actually lane against
5 seconds.
Rubik, Luna, and Pudge.
I don't think it's going to be a trialing. I think they're going to split it up.
Reserve time.
Okay, so okay, nice. Ember. That's what I wanted to see. I think Ember is definitely what they want here.
What do you think the Ember versus Batrider? Not exactly as a lane matchup, because we don't expect them to be laning against each other, but more so like in the mid game, in terms of isolating and catching out an Ember as a Bat.
It's very, very difficult. You actually need information if you're going to catch out an Ember, because the way people have been building Ember Spirit is you buy the Veil and then you buy Blink Dagger, and with that Blink Dagger, if he's just hiding on the side, it's next to impossible to actually catch him out unless you have some information, just so you know where he is.
You generally need to be like coming over tree lines, sometimes even with the smoke, to like catch him farming, stuff like that. But
you might even need Shadow Blade or something here, because I don't think a Blink Dagger is going to cut it.
Okay, well. So, are you more in favor of the next gen draft than Trust? I think this draft is more even than the last.
I'm biased. I called out next gen's draft. I drafted for them. I'm gonna support that.
Okay. I don't know. I think when you have a good Slaughter, anything is possible. I've seen games really turn around by good Slaughter play. So, dude, it's what the on Slaughter, dude. Like,
Yeah, so what's on Sardar?
I'm sold.
I mean, he did really well in the Knicks last game, so
Yep.
I definitely don't doubt his capability of carrying this game.
Now we got Mr. Jin playing the support Batrider, and then like Hells, of course, on the carry Weaver. Yeah, I got some confidence in this next gen. Sorry, in this Trust draft. We'll see if it pays off. All right,
Let's see.
they just made the Slaughter to buy the courier. Like, confidence already gone. Like, what's happening right now?
That's always rough when you're a core. You have to buy the courier.
Hey, you're standing.
Wait, did he have to buy the courier? No, he didn't. He has boots and Tango.
I saw the courier appear on his inventory for a bit. Maybe somebody passed it to him.
Oh, actually, no, you're right.
Yeah,
No,
I think
you can definitely buy it.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
He spent all his gold, man. Feels bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, so let's look at the support and let's see what they got. Warlock definitely don't need. Okay, he bought the Sentry, so that makes sense. And then Batrider is also.
Wait, why does Batrider have so much regen? He has an extra set of tangos.
30 seconds to go.
Yeah, I don't know what he needs that extra set of Tango for. He's not going to be in lane eating harass.
Well, we're gonna find out. It wasn't even the Batrider who pulled the tangos as well. The Warlock did it. Mr. Jin, not a team player.
Nope. Also, you see a lot of teams making a deep invade in jungle to block off like this pull in particular. They haven't done that. So now it's completely open for the Enigma, for the Pudge. Looks like the Pudge is going to be going for this pull in particular instead.
Yeah, he spent all of his time cutting down trees there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just meant for Rubik to stack, maybe?
No. He wants to do the poke pull. Although I think it's easier to hook to this side, like towards the right instead of towards down into the mid lane.
I think it's better for the off lane. I think it's better if you just work on the off lane instead.
Well, maybe he's thinking because it's an Enigma. Enigma could be eating creeps regardless, so it's not too bad.
But then now you could be eating even more than just one creep.
Yeah.
Especially since you know it's Core Weaver at the bottom lane. Wouldn't you want to deny even more of his farm?
I think this is fine.
Alright. Let's see that. I actually think that NextGen's draft is better though. In almost every way.
We'll see. Alright, I think he's gonna get one of the small creeps. And is he gonna pull it off? Nope. This is the reason why I think hooking to the right side is actually just easier, because you have a smaller chance of failing. And now he's gonna sit there feeling a little bit dumb. If you miss up this next hook, then you might as well just go Shrine. In shame.
Alright. He's got one more chance.
Seal not like this.
Do us proud.
Okay, go. Okay.
He did it! Good enough.
Yeah,
good enough.
It's actually probably the best because you want that one creep to help Ember tank.
Oh, I see. So you cut the trees so that you can connect the pole as well.
No, you could connect the pole regardless. I don't think this tree cutting is like necessary. But he just want to deforest some stuff.
You want to farm it though. Oh, pulled right into a clap. Oh, this rot technology though.
Yeah, man. It's rot technology.
All right, Pudge is OP. This is why people pick it first pick.
It's not OP.
Only the mid lane is OP.
It's not this that makes him good, right? You have to make the next ganks happen. Because a lot of heroes could do random stuff like this. Like, for example, a support Tiny could just do this. But a support Tiny just doing this is not enough. Like, you need to do something afterwards. Sad Boy's on the top lane. Getting a lower body block. What does going in? He has Crush in a bit, but looks like they're not gonna go for it.
Wait, with this kind of distribution, does that mean that Wata is now playing support instead?
Yeah, I don't know.
Jin
Mr. Jin is also like down 4 tangles and a salve already, so it looks like he is eating a lot of rest.
I honestly think it's better if he just leaves the starter up here to soak up EXP and he just goes and jungles himself.
Yeah, I don't know if he has...
level 3 Pudge. Hook? Are we going to see it? Wait, he has...
Ooh. Yo.
Oh, he got it. What a god.
Nice hook back, and that's going to be first blood. Dude, I'm telling you, Seal. He's the real deal.
He also took Rot level 2. And I think it was only a while ago that we saw Febby do this build. And honestly, this is the only other time I've seen this build out of a Pudge.
So each level of hook increased your range by 100. And I don't think it's really about the damage, right, when you level it up. Because I think Rot is probably the more damage output.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, maybe we're... The traditional way of playing Pudge isn't right. You used to always just level up hook because each level...
range was
so
200
big.
or something?
I think bigger than that. Sad Boy's going to tango through the trees, and now KL7.
Oh, that's left though, so I think it's fine.
Okay.
Let me see how this bottom lane is going. It's not doing too bad. I thought Enigma would have actually had a little more than this against this dual lane, but respecting that Weaver.
I mean, the Weaver was like aggressively Sakuching on top of the Eidolons and looking to kill it. So, oh, Pudge back to hooking creeps. Meanwhile, Sad Boys Gonna get his rune stolen, but he's looking to right click, and I think sprint was turned on. That was gonna be a kill. Mr. Jin is trying
got
to
12
yeah,
wand charges.
he's gonna pop it, and now the beam goes on. Mr. Jin's gonna go down as well. Nice try by the Bat Rider. He kept kind of running over the Sad Boy, making him turn back and forth, so he can miss a couple of attacks because of the napalm reduction. But does not matter, man. That magic wand charge.
Always got to count wand charges before you go for any kind of attempt.
Yep.
Wand is OP. Some circles being drawn by the Bat Rider up here. This is a pretty disastrous start for Signature Trust. I think they're pretty much losing every lane. Oh, triple remnant in. Oh, you're not gonna beat that shrine.
Alright, sorry, I didn't watch the triple remnant in. Oh, now the crush is gonna come through. I don't think. Well, wait. Haste runs out. Okay, different heaven denies the creeps, and then he chains one up as he escapes.
Yeah,
Yo,
he's
are
fine.
you
Juggernaut
watching
isn't.
this Pudge technology? Apparently, you could pull here as well, and now he's doing this pull through.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That I haven't.
I mean,
seen
if
before.
you can make this pull happen, why can't you make that other one pull happen? You just
I
do the
mean,
exact
I
same
just never thought of it.
thing.
Is he?
Bat? He's gonna spot him out.
He's gonna start to seal. Oh, the centaur.
Stun.
Centaur didn't work. He's gonna just TP out. Okay. Bat Rider, thanks for the big creep though.
I think this is where you actually rotate bottom now as Pudge.
Yeah.
I think you have more than what you need to gank the safe lane, especially since Enigma has Black Hole.
I mean, is it really worth it just to gank the Warlock? Because I think even with
No,
the Black Hole,
You gank the Weaver.
it's gonna be tough, man. You're gonna have to try to Black Hole him without him responding.
Easy.
Easy. Yeah, okay.
But he goes back into the jungle. He's rotating up top lane, but there's no one here. And Rubik pulled his way to level 5. Rubik is actually super high level. He's like the same level as Luna.
I mean,
Although
they-
to be fair, it's probably because he's involved in all 3 kills.
yeah, they've been getting a ton of kills here. Weaver's farming quite well. Pretty much expected.
Oh no, Enigma.
What's
Yeah,
happening?
he forgot to convert at the last minute. Now he has no conversion.
Someone's having
Yeah,
Last
he,
second.
he could find a creep somewhere. And there you go.
Radiant's top tower's hurting. The Dia best do something about that bottom tower.
Wasn't DBB playing Slardar last game?
Yes.
So who was our offlaner? Was it Seal?
Yeah. Oh, they swapped it around. I see.
Notice that.
Interesting.
Hook just misses. Lift. They probably still kill him. Yeah, they got the eclipse. He's
Wait, okay. Most of them beams did not hit on the Bat Rider. Back in the mid lane.
It's early game. It's just still going towards next gen. This is looking rough because this, like, what do you really do to come back, right? Like, Bat is having a bit bad time. Slaughter is pretty much getting nothing out of this.
Yep.
Warlock is only level 4.5. There's just no setup, no team fight to rely on. Not for at least 5 more minutes.
I think what can happen is NextGen makes a pretty big aggressive tower dive and like Hell gets supported and pick up a couple of kills. Because that's the one thing I think Weaver is quite strong at in the early game. But you're in a territory where you need NextGen to make mistakes. I mean, unless like Bat Rider or Slaughter finds a blink in the next 5 minutes or something.
I think by that time, next gen might actually be strong to the point where you just can't fight into them, even if you have everything up.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. If you get like a 3-man crush into Fatal Bond and Warlock Goal, I think they win those fights.
Well, let's see how they do with that. Warlock is only just level 5.
Okay, there's a lot of kind of running back and forth in the mid lane here. Different heaven. Trying to bait out an Omni Slash. And then the Juggernaut trying to bait out the Remnant jumps.
So Enigma has mecha ready too. I think the support should probably start considering. Or actually, I think Enigma, it's probably better if Enigma just rotates up top and they start pushing towers together right now.
Yeah, I like that too. In fact, I think when you have a buckler and like 600 gold, you should start rotating because you get to pop a buckler, the mech gets to deliver at the same time, and everybody's having good times. Wait, lift.
Different
pulse
heaven
back.
is actually.
Into a bite, into a crush. These stuns are not really chain stun that well, and what the might survive as a result. Here comes the Weaver, that dive I'm talking about. Seal though does hit hook. What a player. KL7's gonna go down, but that's 2 kills. Going towards Lakel's and the team. I think that was overall
Sadboy.
a good trade. Sadboy was jungling.
Well, you talked about the overcommitment and just having people TPing in, getting kills.
Yep.
That's a start. 2 kills, not bad.
But still though, killing the slaughter is kind of what they want. Because
Just delaying. Yeah, I think they should smoke it now. Rubik and Pudge, they're both level 6.
either smoke towards the Enigma or Enigma just go into a lane push.
Well, Pudge is already up top lane, so that's out of the question. I feel like they should really just either work with the Enigma or work with the Luna to pressure towers right now.
We have Enigma breaking them trees during this push. Different Heaven is hiding in the trees. But I do believe his rotation was spotted on. He's going to just show himself here. Tier 1 tower looks like it's going to go down without too much of a contest. We are getting some critical levels and items coming out, but still, we're waiting for the Blink Dagger on Slaughter, the Blink Dagger on Batrider. And like I said, I think by the time they get it, they're going to just lose way too much structure. Like, Enigma just ports mid, still has the mech going, they have the truck, they have an Alpha Wolf.
Oh, Seal is trying to go for a solo kill here. I don't know if it's enough damage. Oh, let's see.
Nice
Oh,
chain.
very
They have
nice.
bite. Wait. Oh, time lapse being forced out, and now he's still running in the tower. The bite barely gets him, and now tower, the remnant jumping in, and that's going to be enough. Tower does go down to the siege unit, but they got Lakel's. Not bad.
Yep, and that's right after they take the tier 1 bottom. Let's see if they decide to rotate anywhere else. They still have Eclipse and Black Hole,
Yep.
but Warlock is level 6 now, so they do have to be careful of that. Oh wow, Seal is... He actually has enough to buy his Midas too. So this Pudge is having a great time right now. He is doing really well.
Honestly, like, it doesn't feel like he's doing a ton, but at the same time, he's putting so much pressure. He's also farming very efficiently. Well, I guess 2-1-2 is a decent score for a Pudge this stage of the game.
Yeah.
Eidolons are being made right now here for the Enigma. And we are getting rid of pressure. Oh, Fatal Bonds. Feels bad. Eidolons all dead.
Sorry, they timed out right at the very end.
Wait. They have Black
Black has no
Hole?
mana.
Are they gonna get the Eclipse?
Oh, and that's...
That rock
Warlock
was...
ultimate.
Yeah, it did nothing. And now, was that a stolen Warlock ultimate? Yes, it was. Fei Mao. Oh, no.
Oh,
the
my
blunder.
Goodness.
NG just rips him a new one. Lakel's is trying to run away. Do they have chains? No, he time lapses back, and now he's going to go the other direction. Okay, they don't care about him. That's going to be tier 1, and with the Golem, I think that's going to be tier 2 as well.
It should be easy tier 2. They still have mech and they still have Black Hole, and
Yeah.
they lost nothing. And there's no Warlock ulti either.
For like 2.5 minutes. This is
This is looking bad for
this is
Signature
what
Trust.
Toby would say, a disaster. Like, it's not great.
Wait, Lakel's? We're gonna find Lakel's.
Yeah, I don't care
protection.
about him.
Everyone just walk top lane together. Let's take another tower.
Oh, I think Fei Mao dropped a Fatal Bond earlier on the Eidolons, and then he rocked. And I guess Shadow Werewolf's on cooldown? I don't know, getting your ultimate stolen by Rubik is something that should never really happen.
No, like he said, you know, he fatal bonded the
Black Hole through the
Eidolon.
trees? Yeah, the toilet. DBB puts him in a dumpster, and that's gonna be another kill. So far, we have not seen a single mech usage, I don't think.
Why would you need it if everyone's full health all the time?
Actually, he might have used it in that team fight, I don't know. But now, Blink Dagger's up on DBB.
A lot of space for this Luna to farm. They don't even need this Luna. They're just pushing without her, and He's just gonna pull ahead of all of Signature's Trust cores, and at some point, I would say probably by 20 minutes, like this Luna is pretty much unkillable. They just won't have enough to deal with her.
Rubik is holding on to that stolen Warlock ultimate. I'm not sure if it's gonna last long enough. It seems like it will. Not 100%.
Yeah, it will, just barely.
Yeah.
Because the cooldown is 165 and stolen is 3 minutes.
180.
So he's gonna have like somewhere between 10 to 15 seconds to
Right.
make use of it.
Just drop it immediately.
Yeah, just drop it.
Yeah. Alright, here comes yet another push. Warlock ult is back up in 10. Well, that means Rubik Warlock ult is also up very soon. Firefly from Mr. Jin. He does have the Blink Dagger available. He finds the Rubik. He wants it, but a good chain here by Different Heaven. KL7's on the run. They need to pop that mech right about now. The rock's gonna come through. Where's that mech? KL7 barely gonna survive. No, Omni Slash gonna fly through. Blink Crush coming in from the Slaughter as well, but here comes that Luna. Sad Boy letting so much damage. Seal is gonna take down the Slaughter in the back line as well. The score is 3-13, and that was without the
Lakel's gonna go down too?
Lakel's gonna get caught here. He's also dead. NG loses 4 for 1. And they also lose a tier 1, and perhaps a tier 2.
This is rough. Every time they use, like, Warlock ulti is probably their only chance of winning these team fights, and what is it, like 4-4-0, 4-for-1?
Mm-hmm.
This is looking near impossible for Signature Trust to hold against the incoming NextGen.
I mean, honestly, that wasn't... Okay, the outcome was really, really bad, but the fact that they got to fight with Warlock ult and 2 Blink Dagger initiations is really what the game plan is for Trust. The problem with that is they had to spend it on a Warlock... Sorry, they had to spend it on a Rubik because they had the Warlock ult. Imagine if they could lay that damage into the Luna or the Ember. I think the team fight would go better. But they had to dump all of that into a 5-position support.
I mean, to be fair though, I think Next Generation kind of knew the situation they were in. They knew they had that Warlock ulti, so they were able to play so aggressively.
Yeah.
And definitely in their favor.
I mean, the ultimate point is that in the upcoming team fight, if they don't need to initiate on the Rubik, which I don't think they need to do so anymore, they could now start picking off some C targets. Blink Crush in the mid lane. They need a Blink Lasso follow-up. They do have it, and do they have enough damage? It's going to be close. Oh, wow. He almost got off a slight.
Pretty sad right now.
But he didn't. And that's going to be a key pick here. Immediate smoke here from Trust. Smoke's going to break here. And DBB. Oh, he blinks out.
He has to be so careful here, though.
Yeah. Dude, scan on top of that tree line, man. Get that info.
Well, they're looking towards that middle lane. I think Pudge is actually going to be... No, not close enough.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
I think as long as Next Generation, they don't make these careless mistakes. They just stick together and take team fights together. I don't think there's really any way Signature Trust can beat them in a team fight.
Yeah, unless, again, it's like magical Christmas land of 5-man crush, 5-man rock, that kind of stuff.
Radiant's bottom.
I think Next Gen are at that point where they're just so far ahead that these team fights are near impossible to take.
Dyer's mid
Well,
tower.
looks like Next Gen wants to lay in the push here. DBB is going to play the bait. Luna's going to pop back out. Fema does have the Warlock ult at the ready. Blink Crush. Defensive hook. Oh no, the Rock. Or sorry, the Wolf's going to block it. Now Sapboy in a lot of trouble. The Black Hole though. It's going to be good. Getting 2 to 3 in that toilet. On the backline, Lakel's is trying to fight a Pudge. That's not really what he wants to do. And now he gets beamed up. He's also going to be dead. And that's Rock committed. And they just called the GG. Next Gen.
Radiant's bottom tower's done.
That was a thrashing.
Yes. A thrashing to say the least.
I honestly think that the draft is one of the biggest issues, and they don't really play like as a team. It's like their draft just doesn't really synergize at all.
Well, to be fair, they are playing with a couple stand-ins, but yeah, it's not looking too good.
Like those games, both of those games just felt like Lakel's is farming the entire game, and all the other, like, I think Wata is like the only one who's actually trying to do anything.
Well, he's the offlaner, right? He's mostly the person that can do something.
I don't know. That was not the kind of outcome you want to see from a Southeast Asian team like Signature Trust.
Yep. Alright guys, well that's gonna do it for this particular best of 2 series. Because the series finished so fast, it's gonna be 1 hour and 40 minutes to the next one, so I'll throw up a countdown. But we'll see you in about 100 minutes. It's gonna be RR taking on Execration in another best of 3, so we'll take a long break, but when we come back we're gonna have yet another best of 3. So we'll see you in a bit.